Oh, this is an advanced reading copy. Uncorrected proof, not for sale. The circumnavigation of the sea cat. So cool. Following the intrepid. This is Jen ASMR. Subscribe before you fall asleep. Hi there, my lovely, lovely sleepy squirrels. I hope that you're all well. In this video, I will be showing you the books that I thrifted last year. They've been in a little pile on my bookshelf waiting for me to have time to film this video so that I can organize them properly into my bookshelf and maybe read some. This was from one of the AMIENS trips that I took to Boîte, so not far from Paris. It's Boîte. And they have two AMIENS in Boîte, so it was a big day. It was nice. And I filmed it, so I'm going to look up the footage and hopefully either just after or the week after this video comes out, I will have a little vlog of me finding these books. And it's pretty fun because most of the books are in French, so I usually have to like find the little section of books in English and be like, oh. And I wonder if I would have bought these if like they weren't the only ones in English, if you know what I mean. Or was I just really excited because there were so many English books for me. If you don't know, I'm Scottish, but I live in France, and I have done for quite a while now. And even though I am pretty much fully converted to Kindle reading, I still cannot resist physical books, especially when they're like €1. Okay, so let's start with this book on the top. There'll be a lot of like book tapping and scratching throughout the video, but I will also spend a little 20 minutes maybe at the end of this video with just the sounds, so you guys can really just drift off once you have all the info. So this first one is quite a small, thin-ish book. F. Scott Fitzgerald, The Curious Case of Benjamin Button. Now a major motion picture. I saw the film quite a while ago. I don't remember everything apart from that Brad Pitt stars as an old man and then turns into a baby. That's basically everything I remember. Let me actually spin everything around so that it's easy for me to read the blurbs and stuff, because otherwise I'm going to be reading upside down. It might be a little starty-stoppy. Okay, so The Curious Case of Benjamin Button. Oh, you'll get a little sneak peek at what the book is after when I turn them around. Okay, so Red Classics. Born an old man, Benjamin Button lived a very curious life. Backwards. When Benjamin Button's father arrives at the hospital, he is surprised and ashamed to find his new baby boy is a withered, aged man. all appearances no younger than 70 years old. As time goes by, young Benjamin comes to no longer require a cane. His hair ceases to be grey. His limbs become less frail. His wrinkles less deep. But still the world around him fails to come to terms with his oddness, and he ages towards infancy and beyond, or as he ages. Yeah, it's kind of a creepy concept, a bit of a creepy vibe to the film too, but very interesting. I just thought it would be interesting to read the book. W.H. Smith, €10.20. Maybe in Ireland. I don't think there's a W.H. Smiths in France, unless there are. I don't think so. And then if it was W.H. Smith in UK, it would be in pounds, not euros. So I'm guessing this came from Ireland. I'll give this a read at some point. Oh, various spots are here. The diamond as big as the Ritz. There's more than one story in here. Like some little short stories. Interesting. Then we have this one. This one I have no idea what it is. Gerald Durrell, The Overloaded Ark. I just thought it was very like 70s looking. I don't know who Gerald Durrell is. But The Overloaded Ark, I wonder if it's like about like overpopulation. And on the back is talking about other Faber paper covered editions. Possum's Book of Practical Cats, Parodies, etc. Yeah, it's written on the inside. We have the blurb on the inside. 60p net. Okay. The Overloaded Ark by Gerald Durrell. Gerald Durrell, director and owner of Jersey Zoo, is famous for his delightful books about his journey to collect wild animals. Okay, absolutely nothing about what I thought it was going to be about. But more interesting than I thought it was going to be. He has visited West Africa, South America, New Zealand, Australia, and Malaya. The Overloaded Ark is his account of an expedition he made to the little-known territory of the British Cameroons, West Africa, to capture and bring alive to this country specimens of the unique fauna. Ooh, don't know how I feel about it. It's a bit weird, but like interesting. Will appeal to readers of all ages and tastes. His style is direct and graphic. He writes with spontaneous liking of the Negro hunters. That's so strange. Obviously this book is not recent. As well as of the animals they helped him to collect. There are thrilling accounts of the beauty and danger he found in the equatorial forests, says the Sunday Times. A delightful book. You can feel his bush shirt sticking to his back, bagging a monitor, smoking out a pangolin, a scaly anteater, celebrating the capture of a rare anwitibo, a small lemur, bird liming for giant kingfishers on the warm, milky waters of Lake Sudden. He communicates every detail of his experience with just the right degree of zest, says the New Statesman. Actually, I'm not sure I will enjoy this book. I kind of get it, being excited to discover like new types of animals and bring them back to like populate zoos. And this is like before, yeah, first published in 1953. So, I mean, this is like a history book for me rather than, you know. Dun, dun. Hired out, or otherwise circulated. For John Eland, in memory of birds and beasts, and the beef that no fit die. Okay. I don't know if I'm gonna enjoy this book. It's more gonna be like, maybe just a bit like, I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. Honestly, I thought it was going to be some sort of something different. I didn't expect it to be that. I don't remember. I definitely didn't read the inside blurb when I got this. I was just going by cover. So, we'll see. And now we have Angela's Ashes, a memoir of a childhood. Frank McCourt. Out Roddy Doyle's Roddy Doyle. I was amazed by it. Margaret Forster. I haven't seen, I know there's a film also, Angela's Ashes. I haven't seen the film, but I don't think it's a very happy story, but very interesting, very powerful. Winner of the 1997 Pulitzer Prize, the National Book Award, and the Los Angeles Times Award. And it was £8.95 from Hughes. I don't know where Hughes is. When I look back on my childhood, I wonder how I managed to survive at all. It was, of course, a miserable childhood. The happy childhood is hardly worth your while. Worse than the ordinary miserable childhood is the miserable Irish childhood. And worse yet is the miserable Irish Catholic childhood. An astonishing book, completely mesmerizing. You can open it almost at random and find writing to make you gasp, said Sue Caseford from The Independent. My harrowing book of the year award goes to Angela's Ashes, and it's well worth the haunt. Yeah, I know this one's going to be a heavy one. The most remarkable thing about Frank McCourt, apart from his survival, is his lack of sorrowfulness. Angela's Ashes sings with irreverent limerick wit. It makes you smile at the triumph of the storyteller, a tougher specimen who escaped Limerick's teeming alleys through the intelligence and cunning and lived to tell the tale. Penny Barrick, The Times. Writing in prose that's pictorial and tactile, lyrical but streetwise. Mr. McCourt does for the town of Limerick what the young Joyce did for Dublin. He conjures the place for us with such intimacy that we feel we've walked its streets and crawled its pubs. So yeah, I don't think I'm not like looking forward to reading this, but I'm also like looking forward to reading it, if that makes sense. Like, I know it's going to be a heavy one, so I'm going to like sandwich it between two light books, I'd say. Oh, and this next one too is going to be sandwiched because, yeah. Portrait of an Addict as a Young Man, a memoir from Bill Clegg. I really didn't get happy ones, did I? Although there wasn't like huge amounts of possibilities in the books. And I was like, they're only like €1 or €2, so I might as well get them. And if I don't like them, I can just redonate them. Like with the animal one, I was like, I don't know, maybe. And yeah, I can probably just redonate, which I will do after I've read them anyway. So even if I don't end up reading them all, it's fine. Okay, Portrait of an Addict as a Young Man is an instant classic. Anybody who knows anything about addiction will feel morally altered by this book. Andrew O'Hagan, author of Be Near Me. Bill Clegg had a thriving business as a literary agent, representing a growing list of highly acclaimed writers. He had a supportive partner, trusting colleagues, and loving friends. Seemingly out of the blue, he embarked on a 2-month crack binge and flung everything away. His home, his money, his career, and very nearly his life. What is it that makes an exceptional young mind want to disappear? Clegg makes startlingly clear the attraction of the drug that had him in its thrall. In scene after scene, he captures the drama, tension, and paranoia nightmare of living a secret life, and the exhilarating bliss that came again and again until it was eclipsed almost entirely by doom. He also explores the shape of addiction, how its pattern, not its cause, can be traced to the past. Lyrical, irresistible, harsh and honest portrait of an addict as a young man is an utterly compelling, beautifully written narrative from which you simply cannot look away. Oh. Bill Clegg's Portrait of an Addict as a Young Man stands up to Frederick Exley's great memoir of alcoholism, A Fan's Notes. It is perhaps even higher praise to think of Portrait of an Addict as a Young Man as Salinger's The Catcher in the Rye on Crack. But really, finally, forget the comparisons. Read the book. Bill Clegg is a literary agent with William Morris Endeavor in New York. And this is his first book. Oh, this is an advanced reading copy. Uncorrected proof, not for sale. That's fun. I don't think I've ever thought about that before even. Coming in June 2010. So there might be some mistakes in here. That's funny. Well, I mean, there's like addiction in here, so obviously there are some mistakes. That's not how I meant it there, but you know. I think that one's gonna be a very eye-opening book to read. Personally, I have not suffered from any major addictions. A lot of smaller addictions like shopping, eating, phone, screens, things like that. I did smoke for a period of time when I was younger too, but it's something that is interesting to me, especially since last year, because I learned a bunch of stuff about addiction addiction because of the place where one of my doctors works. Like, the ADHD specialist works also in an addiction center, so I would often go to the addiction center for my ADHD diagnosis and follow-ups and things like that. And apparently there are a lot of links between addiction and things like ADHD, like undiagnosed, because of the impulse control aspect. But yeah, so I should be happy that I was there for ADHD and not for addiction. But yeah, so it'll be interesting to read. Okay, this next one is kind of a fun one. Don't know how much I'll use it, but I think I'll have a good time just like looking up references in it. The Taste of France, a dictionary of French food and wine. I don't drink wine. I don't like wine. And actually, even though I don't drink wine, just be interested in like the terms and stuff. The fullest compilation of its kind yet published, and a real boon for everyone interested in French food. Alan Davidson. $10.95. So this was bought in the US. It's funny because they're all like from different time periods, different publishers. Like the last one was literally not even a published copy. It was an advanced reading copy. And like there's ones in dollars, pounds, euros. It's whoever ends up in France reading English books. So maybe like Americans or Australians, or it's funny. So yeah, this is maybe an American that brought it and then donated to it. The Taste of France is an indispensable reference to French food and wine for the cook and the gourmet at home and abroad. From absinthe to Zweibeck, I don't know. More than 4,500 entries cover ingredients, preparations, and in general all the words and phrases that might appear on a French menu or wine label or in a French cookbook. What's that? Following the alphabetical listings is a section on the many distinct regions of France. A detailed map is included and 600 line drawings illustrate and embellish the text throughout. This is interesting because I want to look up my region, and I'll have hopefully all of the specific terms for that region, and I think that's just brilliant. Okay, I am in the Somme or Picardy, which is here. This is where I am, so I'm very much in the north of France, as you can see. There. Like Paris is here, and I'm there. Picardy. Yeah. Let's just try and find my region. I can like look up 2 or 3 little things. It doesn't look like it's actually done that way, but like the person that obviously had this book before was maybe in the southwest of France, because they've like underlined things or highlighted some stuff. Alsace, Lorraine, Central France. I'm looking for the north. Northern France, I guess. I'm in here. The northmost provinces of France are Picardy and Flanders, with the distinct little areas of Artois, Boulogne, Cambrai, and Hainaut. I don't know all of those, but although much of the region is heavily industrialized, cereals, beet, and hops are grown, and market gardening is an important activity. vegetables feature in the local cooking, particularly leeks, as in flamish, hopsuits, chicory. I don't like chicory in salad. Red cabbage. Many of the soups, like the maraîchère, are based on mixed vegetables, and others include tripe soup. No, thank you. Looking. Yeah. Anyway, Petit Suisse. My daughter loved Petit Suisse. Little Swiss. Fresh, soft, unsalted cheese of pasteurized milk and cream, packed in tiny cylindrical containers, usually eaten with fruit or sugar. Invented in 1850 by a farmer's wife and Swiss cohort in Bray, now made throughout France. For me, that's like a very thick yogurt. My daughter used to love Petit Suisse, and I remember for my son's first birthday, I made him I can't remember what the cake was like. What was the cake like? I think it was like a train with lots of sweeties on it and like blue icing, but like butter icing. And for him, I made a little train cake, like just a little one with Petit Suisse with the blue colouring in it to make it look like the icing so he could eat it. Cause you're not going to give a 1-year-old like buttercream icing and cake and stuff, but not much of it anyway. So he could mess around and like get his hands in there and stuff. It was just Petit Suisse. Trying to think what else. I can't think of anything specific. Ooh, somebody's written this. Navarra. Mutton or lamb stew with potatoes and onions. Irish stew. I love that there's notes in here too. I'm trying to think of something from here. Andouillette. That horrible smelling food from here. Let me see if I can find that. It's there. Andouillette. Type of sausage. Oh no, wait, are we thinking of the same thing? I don't know if it's this, but if it is that, it smells horrible. Type of sausage. Generally pork and made from the pig's large intestine, filled with strips of chittering and stomach, sold ready cooked, usually served cold as a first course. I don't know if it's that, but it sounds a bit like that. Like it smells really lightly smoked with marbling and black skin. Yeah, I don't know if it's that. Okay, that could be like an interesting book, but I think I would have to search for things first, pop little post-its in, and talk about specific things. I think that would be an excellent video. Well, if anyone's interested, that would be a fun, relaxing video. Okay, next one. The Walking Dead. Volume 1. I have read the first, quite a lot of the first ones, because my partner had the comics in like a virtual, we had like them in a digital form, and we read them for quite a while. And I always thought, oh, I'd quite like the physical one, but there are so many, so it would just be so expensive. But this one was, I think, €1. No, it was 50 cents. So it was only 50 cents. So that's probably why I was like, yeah. So yeah, even though I'm probably not gonna get them all, but if I ever come across like €1 or 50 cents, the second one, for example, I might get it. I won't flick through too many of the pages, because obviously not very relaxing subject matter, is it? Can still read. The comics are a little bit gross, but like, I mean, they're good, I like them, but like, you know, horror. Exactly. How many hours are in a day when you don't spend half of them watching television? A lot. I don't think many people spend half of their day watching television, to be honest. That's a lot. When is the last time any of us really worked to get something we wanted? How long has it been since any of us really needed something that we wanted? The world we knew is gone. The world of commerce and frivolous necessity has been replaced by a world of survival and responsibility. An epidemic of apocalyptic proportions has swept the globe, causing the dead to rise and feed on the living. In a matter of months, society has crumbled. No government, no grocery stores, no mail delivery, no cable TV. In a world ruled by the dead, we are forced to finally start living. I love The Walking Dead as a series. I haven't finished the recent seasons. I kind of dropped off. Like, there's a lot. There's a lot of them. And it can get a little boring sometimes when the series are like so long like that. I may like start up somewhere, not the very beginning. If I want to like restart it, I probably want to restart from the very, very beginning, because I'll just have the same problem again. I don't know. I remember when the main guy gets picked up in a helicopter at some point, and that was like, I think that's like the last-ish thing that I saw. You know, and there was that woman in the junkyard. Yeah. And then the helicopter thing. After that, I don't remember anything, so I don't know if I watched anything after that. Okay. Let's have a look at the last book I got. And this one was my daughter that wanted it, and I can understand why. It's so cool. Only cost me €1. Oh, I hope that sticker will come off. I mean, not that it's in perfect condition anymore, but you know. Piratology. How cool is it? And it's all like embossed and foiled. So pretty, so fun. With a compass, little jewels. It's beautiful. Let me read the back. It's in French, but I'll still read it. And then we can have a little look inside. So much fun little bits of paper and all sorts in there. Je prends la mer aujourd'hui dans le but de poursuivre et capteur l'infâme Arabella Drummond, véritable terreur des mers qui fait trembler tous ceux qu'elle croise. Captain William Lubber, chasseur de pirates, le 13 septembre 1723. So, I'm taking to the sea today to capture the infamous Arabella Drummond, a real terror of the seas that make whoever come across her tremble with terror, I guess. And he is a pirate hunter in 1723. And inside is just adorable. Be careful I don't knock the mic. Look at it. There's like little things to undo. And you can look inside the little notes. It's all like fun stuff about all sorts of little pirate legends and treasures and all sorts little things to check out. Oh, I need to bring it down again to turn the page to not lock the mics. We have a map. Oh. That is like burnt. Part of it has been removed. Little treasure things. Oh, it's so cool. I guess my daughter will just like, we'll have some fun going through all of this. And then when she's done, we'll probably have some fun going through it with my son too. Look. Carte montrant la circumnavigation du chat des mers et la poursuite de l'intrépide. So it's the sea cat. Shows the circumnavigation of the sea cat. That's so cool. Following the Intrepid. So I don't know how much of this is like based on legends and stuff, and how much of it is just like fun, made up stuff. I didn't really look, but it's definitely fun. Look, there's even little illustrations. Battles. What's this? Oh, it's a little coin purse. What's in there? Oh, look. Got some gold. But it's just some glitter in there. Oh, that's adorable. Il n'y a certes pas de quoi payer le rançon d'un roi, mais cela vaut tout de même une coquette somme. Not enough to pay whose ransom? A king's ransom, but enough to, to be happy about. Got a little pirate's code there. I wish this was in English. I would do probably a video about like with this if it was in English. I don't know how interesting it would be with all the French when it's all written in French, because I'll have to like translate and I guess we could still like trace on things and open little pages and stuff. Oh, look at the end. Oh my goodness. We've got the jewel and a letter. Okay, spoilers. We'll see if I'm able to find the time for that. Even though the video is like 1 hour long, preparing, filming, editing, and everything is a lot longer than 1 hour. Maybe one day. But first, I think the kids have waited long enough. They've probably forgotten that this exists. They'll be so happy. Okay, so I am going to leave this talking part of the video here for this evening before going through all the blurbs and the books and having a look. I filmed a little 20-minute section of just tracing and tapping on all of the books, so I will insert that once I say goodnight, so you guys can drift off with the nice book sounds. Okay, so I hope that you enjoyed this filmed the day last summer even. And I'm only just getting around today. I hope that it was worth the wait, even though you didn't know you were waiting. I hope that you enjoyed this video, that you found it interesting to see what books I found. Maybe found a book that you would like to read that you didn't know. But I especially hope that you found this relaxing. I have opened up memberships on my channel as of the 1st of May. So you might see 2 versions of the videos pop up. It's fine. You just have the choice of becoming a member, and you have ad-free versions of all the videos as of the beginning of this month. And I probably will add some extras at some point. But the main point is that absolutely nothing will be taken away from the channel and put behind a paywall. There are only extras and options. Nothing will be taken away, only added. For example, Patreon is great for if you want to be more involved in the channel, like deciding what kind of videos, having behind the scenes, knowing what's coming up video wise, what I'm planning, part of polls and choices and book club and things like that. If you want your sleepy shout out at the end of a video, or the possibility of custom videos, then Patreon is the place for you. And if you just want to support the channel and you don't want ads popping up, you can join the membership while you're on YouTube. Okay, so if you made it to this part of the video without falling asleep, I would like you to pop a pirate emoji in the comments. A pirate or a skull and crossbones, sword, a compass, some treasure, whatever you find, whichever one you like. You can just pop that in with your regular comment, letting me know what books you've been reading recently, or if you've read any of these books or would like to. But if you are far too sleepy, it's okay. You can just pop that little emoji in there by itself. I'll know what you mean. I will see your support. And I hope that every single one of my lovely sleepy squirrels are well. Wherever you are in the world, whatever's happening around you, I hope that you can find your own little bubble of calm. For example, if you are in Vaasa, in Finland, like my lovely patron Sanna, hey Sanna, I hope that you're well, all of your love